start. You're such a work of art. Hey, I'm just here to add a little color to the canvas.
All right, all right. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to the Father Daughter Talk. It is such a beautiful, beautiful, lovely Saturday morning. I apologize for the brief couple of seconds delay. But nevertheless, we are here. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, good morning. I'm your host. My name is Mr. Reginald Smith, and I am excited to be here this morning and excited to have our father-daughter talk this morning. Again, I would like to say thank you to the producer of this show, Miss B, who's on the back end producing, doing what she does best. So I just want to say good morning. Good morning, ladies. Welcome. Come on in. Come on into the room. Come on into the room. We have I think, is a very important topic of conversation this morning. The topic of conversation for our father-daughter talk this morning will be to rebuild you. Rebuild you. So that's going to be the topic of conversation this morning. We're going to talk about some things, y'all. We're going to talk about how to rebuild you, rebuild your life, rebuild credit, rebuild, you spiritual, your spiritual well-being, just rebuild you. So I'm gonna give you a few minutes to let everybody come in the room and join in. I understand that this broadcast is broadcast several places in the world, so I'm just giving you a couple of minutes to join in. So while we're waiting on a couple of people, let's just go ahead and touch on a subject that is going on right now. It is near and dear to my heart, along with so many other people. And then we'll dive right into the topic on hand of rebuilding you. The recent killing of these young African American men by police officers. Okay, let me say, I am, as a person who works in this field of work, I am totally not in agreement with abuse of power, abuse of authority, which in a result of abuse of power and abuse of authority, any young man, doesn't have to be black, but any young man lose their life as a result of abuse of power by people who are in authority, right? Let me say that, because yet again, my position is right. My position is just on right. There are several times that I have had to effect an arrest, and I've done that, with dignity and respect. With that being said, there's good and bad in everything, y'all. Like somebody else said, I've seen so many comments, I've watched the news with all this stuff going on, and people are having hatred for police in general. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all, because, all the time that police walk out of their homes, there's a great chance that you won't make it back. There's a great chance that you could lose your life serving and protecting, doing what you're sworn to do. Now, with that being said, I no way, no shape, form, or fashion do I agree with any police that abuse their power. Um, you do what you need to do to effectively, safely make an arrest. but placing your knee on somebody's neck to the point of where they're having difficulty breathing. You know, you're supposed to maintain some kind of control and immediately uh, render aid and do what you need to do in a safe manner. So with
you're pausing. So hold on.
Is it pausing? All right, all right. I'm getting some. All right, are we back? All right, all right, all right, all right. Wow. I think we're back now. I think we were experiencing a little mic issues and where you guys couldn't hear me. So hopefully we have corrected that those little technical difficulties, and hopefully we are back and you guys can hear me. Again, my name is Reginald Smith. I am glad to be your host on the Father-Daughter Talk. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope that we are able, you guys can hear me now. All right, we good. Okay, all right. Got some men in the room. Got some men in the room. All right. So, all right, y'all. So, I'm going to go ahead and just recap just for a brief second on what I was speaking of earlier before we start experiencing the little technical difficulty. Um, um, I'm really disturbed on the, as a African American male, I am very disturbed at the fact of how um, police are abusing their power by abusing the authority as a cop. I no way, shape, form, or fashion agree with that at all, y'all. You know, all cops are not bad. There's good and bad in everything, and all cops are not bad, man. All cops are not doing that. All cops are not violating people's civil rights and freedoms of liberty and everything else that you're free to do. Everybody not doing that. So, you know, I don't agree with that at all. So, hey man, I was just giving everybody time to come in the room, and I just wanted to talk on that. I mean, I'm an African American male, period. First of all, before whatever profession I so chose to be involved in for all these years. So I don't agree with that, man. You know, the senseless killing of any man. Now, you know, cops are sworn to do their job and, you know, sworn to protect and all of that. But if you just senseless, recklessly violating your rules and regulations of whatever your department that you work in, man, then I just think you should be held accountable for that, point blank, period. You know, point blank, period. Whether you're white, black, Jew, Gentile, Korean, elephant, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. If you're violating the rules and you're not doing what you're supposed to do the right way, you should be held accountable. All right, y'all. So that's enough of that. That's enough of that. I just wanted to speak on that because you watch it on the news so much, and I'm watching it on the news, and it's just sickening. It is sick. I mean, very sickening, man. So, all right. So the topic of conversation for the daughters this morning, for the father-daughter talk, will be rebuild you. Ladies, we're going to talk about this morning rebuilding you. Now, that is such a broad span of topic of conversation. There's so many things that you may feel that you need to do to rebuild you. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna jump in this morning and we just gonna talk about different little things and ways that you can do as a person to rebuild you. Now, men, if there are brothers on the line, I see all some brothers say good morning. Good morning to you, my brothers. Um, this can be geared towards you as well. This is just my perspective on what I've been through and what I see, and things that I've done to rebuild me. So it can go for you. And I know the topic of this stream is geared toward father-daughter talk, but brothers, this can go for you as well. So let's dive right in. All right, y'all. So in life, people go through things. People go through losing your job. People go through divorce. People go through losing loved ones. People go through, I mean, you name it. You name it. People have go through day-to-day life. All right. People go through day-to-day life, man, to where you lose things. You take a step back in life. You take a downfall sometimes. You have to, get knocked down, but you get back up. All of these different perspectives and metaphors of how you want to look at how to rebuild you, you can apply whichever way you like. So I want to talk about rebuilding your life, rebuilding your finances, your credit. All right, I'm gonna be real. We all go through stuff, y'all. We all lose jobs. Whether you lose a job or your spouse loses a job, you have to, in these times of economic crisis, especially now with this COVID-19 and all this other kind of stuff going on, you really have to be careful and mindful of what you're doing with your finances, with whatever little money you have or whatever, because you can go real quick from a comfortable situation to a bad situation. All right. And I'm telling y'all this because I'm telling you from personal experience. You see, we've all faced some crisis. And so, but how do you rebuild you? How do you bounce back? How do you maintain from what you're going through? How do you maintain with little money? How do you maintain when you lose your job and you have to let your car go back, or you lose your home and you have to downsize to an apartment? You lose your loved one, your spouse, your mate, your partner is called home to be with God, man. And it puts you in a financial situation. How do you bounce back from that? How do you rebuild from that? So the thing of it is, y'all, is that I'm not no way, shape, form, or fashion perfect, nor do I have all the answers. I have not experienced the loss of my spouse. Thank goodness for that. But I have experienced losing a job. I have, had a house foreclosed on me. How do you bounce back? How do you come back from that? How do you rebuild yourself? That's the topic of conversation today, y'all. And y'all feel free to join in with the conversation, on share, share things that you've been through. That's okay. That's what we're here for, man. We're here to be real. We're here to have real father-daughter talk, man, about real issues, or father-son, man, if you got the men on the line. Real conversations about real issues on what's going on in life that people doing every day. So, all right, y'all, I haven't always been in the situation that I've been in financially all my life. I remember at one point in time, my wife lost her job, and it put us in a financial situation. All right. Now, when you're accustomed to a certain lifestyle, man, and you and your spouse is working, and both of y'all working and pulling together and paying bills and doing things and saving money and all of that, and you experience a setback, how do you rebuild, man? Well, let me tell you what I do. I kick in, man. I kick up, kick in, kick up, however you want to call it. I worked, when me and my wife went through that, man, I started working more. You understand? I sat down, I had a conversation with my wife and said, hey, right now I'm gonna have to beef it up a little bit. I'm gonna have to tighten it up a little bit more. You're not working until you get up on your feet. I don't want you to feel like, you got to be financially pressured into anything. So, I just, told my wife, I got to do what I got to do. I got to beef up working. I got to work more so we can maintain. Ain't nothing finna go back. We ain't finna, we ain't finna lose nothing. Ain't nothing finna get repossessed if I can help it. So, I got to go to work. I got to do what I need to do so my family can maintain. So let me tell y'all too, man, something that I did with credit. Excuse me, y'all. You go through things, man, and you take hits on your credit and stuff like that. In order to rebuild you can dispute things on your credit. My wife, let me throw that in now. My wife provides a credit repair service that she will help you show you how to rebuild your credit, how to dispute different things on your credit, man. There's so many ways that we don't know that you can dispute things on your credit. Like, say, for instance, if you got a car note, all right, and you lose your job, so the car got to go back, right? This real talk, y'all. So you owe Purple Brick Financing, right? That's who you bought the car with, Purple Brick Financing. I ain't gonna put nobody, no known names out there. I just make up a name. So you owe Purple Brick Financing for a purple car. All right, you lose your job and the car got to go back. You lose your job and the car got to go back, right? So Purple Brick Financing turn around and sell your loan to Black Tire Finance, right? So you don't owe Black Tire Finance. Purple Car don't put it on your credit as when they sell it off or write it off. Purple Car don't put it on your finance, on your credit report, but they done sold your loan to Black Tire Finance. Well, you don't owe Black Tire. You owe Purple Car, right? You can dispute the fact that you owe that debt to Black Tire, because you don't owe Black Tire. You owe Purple Car Finance, okay? You can get stuff like that off your credit. That, is just one of the ways that teach you how to rebuild yourself after you've taken a setback. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm not going to show you the front of this paper. This is mine. This is mine of my wife. My wife has, let me fold it. I'm just going to show you this right here. On one of the, I'm gonna just fold to show you the name. On one of these, okay, I'm not gonna show you my personal business and all of that, but this is one creditor that my wife wrote and disputed some things on our credit and got those things removed off our credit to build your credit score back up and get you back in a good place. I'm gonna be real with you. In my previous life, I had a house foreclosed. My previous life allowed our home to go into foreclosure for just being angry and evil. Just wouldn't pay it, moved out, let the house go in foreclosure. Well, because my name was on the house, it went on my credit. You see what I'm saying? So my wife wrote and got that dispute, among a few other things, got that junk on my credit. All about rebuilding you, y'all. That's what we're talking about. And I'm talking about real life situations, man, that people go through. Now, let me tell y'all something else that I do, right? Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's real hard to restart, man, on your credit. It's easy to mess it up. And I'm going to tell you something else, too. Be mindful on how many credit cards y'all go out and get. I don't recommend opening up no whole bunch of credit cards, because if you don't use the credit cards, they punish you for that. They close the account because you ain't using it. They want you to be in debt, right? If you want one, maybe two major credit cards, I would agree with that, y'all. one, maybe two credit card. If you want to get a major credit card, so you can purchase, and if you need to rent a car or something like that, then get you one or two major credit cards. Don't be going out getting all these credit cards. I mean, you can do what you want to do. You grown. You can do what you want to do, right? Hear me. But from experience, right? I had all kind of credit cards, portfolio just full of credit cards. Well, I didn't use them. They start closing them. They start closing the cards on me because I didn't go out and get in debt like they wanted me to. Yeah, they'll give you the credit card. You going out just swiping. Just swiping. You just swiping the credit card. You just swiping. It's fun to swipe. But when that bill come in with that APR, you see what I'm saying, that you stuck in, then that's when the fun comes. And I'm gonna tell you something else too, y'all. I'm gonna tell you something. This is getting good now because I'm telling you all about experience. So it's good to have all them. It ain't good to have all them credit cards, but when you got them, you got to be disciplined. You can't just be going out just swiping your credit card. It's all good till that bill come in the mail. Let me tell you something. When you got a credit card, do not pay the minimum payment that's due on the card, right? So don't pay the minimum due. You got a credit card and the bill is $35 a month, right? The creditor is expecting you to only pay the $35 a month. You ain't gonna never get out of debt. You ain't gonna never get rid of that credit card. You know why? Because the APR, the interest that they charge you every month on the credit card, is eaten up if you pay the minimum balance. If the minimum balance due is $35, you need to pay at least $50 to $100 on the card. That way you knocking down the balance, and when they charge you the interest every month, which they're gonna do it anyway, it still don't impact you so bad. You see what I'm saying? Don't do it. Do not pay the minimum credit card balance on your card. Pay more than what's on now. That way you can knock the balance down. The APR gonna come, but it ain't gonna hurt you so bad, right? So, all right, next thing. Say if you got several credit cards, right? So when they close the card on you, y'all, it affects your credit score, period. It'll show zero balance, but it's going to affect your score because, again, the purpose of you getting credit cards and all of that, they want you to get in debt. They want to keep you in debt, keep you paying, keep you paying every month. So let me tell you something else I did from experience, right? I sat down with my wife, we had a whole bunch of credit cards, and I still got a few of them that I like. But now what I do is, instead of running up the balance on all of them, I may take one of them and may put some on the card. I put them in rotation. That's what I tell my wife. Oh, she love this, right? I put them in rotation. I may take one credit card, put some on the credit card, just a little something, and I pay it off. You will pay it off. Then, I got a gas card that I like. Now, that one I let my wife have free reign with, the gas card, right? So, because I don't never want her or my children nowhere stranded. So she at liberty to use the gas card whenever she want to. Whenever she ain't got no money, she in a stretch, she need to put some on the gas card, then go put it on the gas card, because I don't never want you and my children stranded nowhere, period. So that's understood. But then, I pay that card off beside the gas card. Then we'll put another card in rotation. We'll put $100, $200 on the card just for fun. Go get something we like. I don't care if it's grocery. Pay that now. Then we'll go to the next card. Put that in rotation. That's how you manage it. Keep your credit line open if that's what you want, without, you see what I'm saying, without putting yourself in a bad financial situation. because it's easy to swipe them things, but when that bill come, if you don't manage it well, then you in a bad situation quick. I've been there, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm good. You know, we got credit cards. I got one, you know, I was $6,000 in debt on the credit card, 6 grand, and they were killing me a month. But, you know, I said, okay, I know how to do y'all. I started working, paying more, paid the credit card off. You see what I'm saying? To my single mothers, hey, man, the same thing. You got to manage what you're doing. So, all right, so, you know, let me help you on how to manage your credit cards. Just take it from me, who did the same thing, right? Say if you got 4 credit cards, one $100, one $200, one $300, one $400, right? And all the minimum payment due is $15 on every card. You got one that's $100, one that $200, one that $300, one that $400. All right. So you got these credit cards in order from the least one to pay off, which is the $100 card, up to the $400 card, which is the most to pay off. All right. I'm just giving you small numbers so we can deal with it. All right. Do the math. I love math. Math and money comes easy to me. All right. So this is what y'all do. All right, you got a $100 card, $200 card, $300 card, $400 card, right? All the cards at $15 a month minimum payment, right? Let me tell you what to do. You take that $100 card. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. You take that $100 card because it's the least to pay off. You can pay that off quicker. Instead of paying $15 on that $100 card, you pay $30. You pay $45, whatever. You knock that $100 card off. All right. Now on the $200, $300, $400 card, you still making the $15 minimum payment until you get done with the $100 card. Stay with me now. So then once you get done with the $100 card, you don't pay them $100 off. You take that $15 payment that's due on the $100 card, apply it to the $15 card, to the $15 that you paying on the $200 card, that's now $30. Instead of $30 on the $200 card, you add to maybe $20 more on the $30 on the $200 card, that's $50, right? You pay that off. You make that payment of $50 on the $200 card, and you leave the $15 on the $300 and the $400 card. All right. When you turn around and pay the $200 card off with the $50, you turn around, take that $50 from the $200 card, add it to the $15 on the $300 card. You're now at $65 a month that you're paying on the $300 card. Y'all get me? Y'all follow me? When you pay off the $300 card, you take them $65 that you're paying on the $300 card and apply it to the $400 card. You take that money, that $65, that is now what? $75, $80 that you're paying on the $400 card. You pay that off. I'm just using numbers as a figure of speech. You take that $85 on the $400 card till you pay that $400 card off. Now, you look around, you done paid your doggone cards off. You're like, wow, it's a simple principle, but it's effective. It's simple, but it's effective. I'm telling you what I know, daughters. I'm telling you what I know, young men. I'm telling you what I've done to get myself out of debt. I'm telling you what I've done to alleviate myself from credit card debt. Same thing with your car. Same thing with your car. All right. You know, you got a car note. The car note is $200 a month. The car note to 27 a month, right? You have to be disciplined. And I you know, I like even money. I like even money. So if you pay more than what's done, what's due on your car note, If it's an odd number, you pay even money. You pay more than what's due on your bill. And eventually, like every month on your car note 227, you give them 250 a month because you like even money. Well, the next month gonna roll around, they gonna take the difference of that 250 away from 227, and they gonna tell you the next month, well, since you gave us 250 last month, you ain't got to pay 227 this month. You can pay 213 or 200, whatever the difference is. You said, no, y'all think y'all slick. I'm gonna still pay y'all 250 a month if that's what you can afford. What's that doing, y'all? That's taking money off the original note of 227 every month. And eventually it's gonna reverse, right? It's gonna reverse to where you're gonna get to a point to where you ain't gonna owe them no money. And you're gonna start seeing months come back on your life to where you are getting done paying for the car early. Basically, that's what you're doing. You saving yourself time on your car note. I'm telling you what I've done. I paid off several vehicles like that. You see what I'm saying? I paid off several cars like that. The car note 215, I sent them 250 because I'm OCD. I'm a little, I like even money. I like everything to be even. Everything got to be even and in order. So if the car note, I'm just saying, this is not my personal business. I'm just telling you how to do it. If the car note 230, I sent them 250 every month. So that next month, $20 is coming out that 230. I'm down to 210 for the next month. Now I'm gonna send you two more 50. So that month I sent them 250 when the note is 210. So the month after that is down to 180 or whatever it is. Okay, that's where it's at. Every month you do that, it's taking off what you owe them, and eventually you'll start saying, they'll start telling you, well, that's right. So then next month you done got to where your car note ain't due this month. You still paying them. Then you done paid them again, and they didn't want no money. They want you in debt. They want you struggling. They want you suffering, right? So you finally get to it the way you done flipped your car note all the way around, and these folks don't want no money from you. But they steady pushing your due date out, right? They steady pushing your due date out. This is May, right? Well, because you're doing so good, your car note ain't due till July. This May now, you got a car note due this month. Well, your car note ain't due to June. You pay them again in May. Well, your car note ain't due to July. You pay them again in June. Your car ain't due to August. You pay them in July. Your car note ain't due to September. You see what I'm saying? How you keep pushing, they keep pushing it out because they don't want you to pay them. But you keep paying them because on the back end, y'all, you're going to save months on your life where you in a 60-month car note, you done got the car note down to you done save 6 months, a year of your life of paying a car note. Just in case time get hard, you may get an economic crisis come through like this COVID-19 or any of this other foolishness where you may need that cushion. You may need one of them months. You may lose your job. You may need that month to where you ain't got to worry about your car note. Because during times when things are okay, y'all, you paid and you paid more and you've done more than what was expected and required of you. That's the topic of conversation today, y'all. How to rebuild yourself. You see, you done lost some, you done lost your credit cards, you done lost this, that, and the other, and you need to get back up on your feet. Get you one credit card. I don't care if the limit ain't but $100. What people want to see, what creditors want to see, they want you to establish your credit worthiness. I've heard this term before. They want you to establish your credit worthiness, man. Now, I done been there. I done had a house foreclosed. I done had that. I done had credit card closed. You know, I'm just gonna be real. I ain't gonna lie. If you want to call it repo, or I done called them, you know, if I done hit a financial crisis to where there's something going on, you know, you can call it repo, whatever. You know, I done called somebody, told them, come and get it. Come and get it. I'm in a financial crisis. It don't make no sense. You know, I had to send a call back. Come and get it. You know, and that's okay. I ain't ashamed of that. Ain't embarrassed about that. That's life. You see what I'm saying? But how do you rebuild from that? Somebody will be willing to take a chance on you, let you rebuild yourself. You know? You know? And then the car companies, like I said, you know, you let a car go back. The car company will resell the car, right? They're going to resell the car. Then they're going to come at you for the difference. I'm trying to help y'all. They're going to resell the car. They're going to come at you with the difference of the car, whatever they couldn't sell the car for, whatever money they couldn't get the car for. And they're going to make sure it's on your credit. So with that being said, you know, if you feel yourself so compelled and you really want to take care of the obligation of the car, you knew it was yours, listen. Yeah, what's up, Pop? I see Pop Brown's on. Hey, Doc, how you doing? But yeah, most people, man, most credit companies, when you let a car go back, they want to see or they want to establish your credit worthiness. But a lot of times, man, people will take a chance on you. You know, may have to pay a little bit more, may have to be a little higher interest rate that you're accustomed to having, but people will take a chance on you to rebuild your credit. You know, but also, you know, if you so compelled, like I was saying, if you're so compelled to make sure you want to just take care of the obligation, you had the car and it was a really bad situation where the car had to go back, then, you know, pay them some a month. If you can only pay them $1 a month, send them that. Send them that, y'all. If you can only pay them $1 a month, send them that. You're paying them something. You see what I'm saying? That's all I can do. I can give you, you see what I'm saying? That's all I can show you. I mean, that's all I can give you, you know, and make sure that, you know, everything that you're doing is showing on your credit, man. You have to check your credit score regularly, man. Check it regularly. And also check it for fraudulent stuff. You know, my name is a common name. I have a credit alert on my name. I do, man. My name is a common name. And there's fraudulent activity that's conducted on my name. And I have to constantly call, hey, this ain't me. Who is that? I ain't in no doggone Germany or no doggone Bucharest or whatever. I ain't bought no doggone house. I live in Atlanta. You know, I'm just saying, y'all. And also, y'all be advised, man. Y'all take note that certain credit people report every 15 days. Every 15 days on your credit. And make sure you pay your bills by the due date, man. Before the due date, because if you don't, they gonna report that on your credit. You know what I'm saying? Your mortgage due on the 1st. All right, here we go. Check it out. Your mortgage payment due on the 1st. If you ain't paid it by the 7th, hold on, here we go. Your mortgage payment due on the 1st of the month, right? They don't report you late. You're not late. You're not late on until the 15th of the month. But if you don't pay your mortgage by the 7th of the month, they report it to the credit bureau. All right, Wells Fargo does that. I'm just saying, I don't mean no harm. I'm just telling the truth. All right? I'm just saying, I don't mean no harm. I'm just telling the truth. You see, your mortgage company, your mortgage due on the 1st. You're not late till the 15th of the month. But if you don't pay it by the 7th, they report it to the credit bureau. I didn't know that until I went through it. I always thought, hey, my mortgage due on the 3rd, you know, I pay it, maybe I don't get paid till the 12th or the 13th. I pay my mortgage. You got it on the 12th or the 13th. It ain't the 15th. I ain't late. I ain't getting them penalties for being late. But I done passed the 7th. I didn't know that. I done passed the 7th, and you done reported it to my credit bureau. Ain't that about a blip? I'm just trying to help y'all, dog. I'm trying to help you, son. You know, there are men on the line. I'm trying to help. That's the truth. That's right. That's right. It's due on the 1st. You ain't late till the 15th. But if you don't pay it by day cycle date, the 7th or whatever it is, you see what I'm saying? If you don't pay it by then they still gonna report it, but you ain't late because you done paid it before the 15th of the month. It's hurting your credit score, y'all. It's hurting your credit score. This is the topic of conversation today with the ladies, you know, of how to rebuild you. Now, let me tell you something. Now, I'm finna go here. You rebuild you. You rebuild you. Don't be sitting around waiting on nobody to rebuild you. You rebuild you. All right? Now, with that being said, I love my wife to death. Okay? I'm going to do what I need to do to help her. And I'm going to show her, you know, how to do it. I'd be less of a man if I didn't. That's my wife. That's my partner. I'm going to show her how to handle it. Now, let me be real. Let me be real. Right? Now, if my wife don't heed my counsel, right? Now, her name is Mrs. Me. She can get whatever she wants because her name is Mrs. Me, right? Now, you go out there, we talk about it, all right? Now, you're responsible for that credit card. You go on out there and get it, but you're responsible for it. If you don't make your payment, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, then I'm going to let that butt bump. I'm going to let you deal with that. Because prior to us getting it, you can handle it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you can handle it, then handle it. I don't want to be worried about it if you go out there and mismanage it. And I bear you out, listen, I bear you out one time. I bear you out one time. My wife know that. I bear you out one time. But I ain't finna keep bailing you out. And you go out there and you're doing stuff and you know what the end result is. That's what I'm saying, daughter. Why are you going out there and you keep getting yourself in debt and keep getting yourself in debt and in debt and in debt, and you know what the end result is? Now, wherever your man at, your significant other, whatever, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. If you're going to keep going out there doing stuff, you know that's going to put you in a bad situation. That's just being real. I'm real, y'all. I'm going to kick it real too. Chewing some gum, y'all. I'm going to kick it. Y'all, excuse me. I'm going to kick it real. I ain't going to lie to you. I've been there. I had to have that understanding in my house with my wife. You know, I had to let her pay her credit card all by herself. But she learned that lesson, though. That's it. I'm just being real. Yeah, I'm your husband. Now, I bail you out, but I ain't going to keep bailing you out, and you keep going out there doing stuff. Not going to do that. And you're not going to let our household be affected by it. You did that on your own. You get out of it on your own. That's just being real. Then real talk, right? Right? That's what y'all want, right? This is what y'all want. Y'all be wanting real talk, real conversation about real life issues. I ain't finna sugarcoat it. I ain't finna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Been through some things, y'all. You know, yeah, I'm on the other side of through for this phase of this season in life. I ain't sitting up saying by no means necessary, you know, is life perfect for me. And I ain't saying that I won't continue to go through things as long as I'm on this side of Jordan. but I'm on the other side of through right now. I'm in a comfortable, great place right now in life. That's what I'm talking about. You see. So I'm just here to help y'all. This is just uh this is just as real as it is right now. I like that. Somebody just post that, put that up. But yeah, man, showing his gum. I'm just being real, y'all. That's what's up. That's how you rebuild you. And again, this is just my perspective on life. I'm giving you real life situations of what I've been through. Share. I'm being real and shared. I done had a foreclosure. I done had a car to go back. You know, I'm just being real. And if you don't manage your affairs and manage your credit and manage your wallet and manage your credit cards, you're going to be in trouble. You in trouble. Now, check this out, y'all. A lot of time people want you to have credit. You got money, but you ain't got no credit. You don't have credit, but you got money. You say, oh, I don't do credit cards, right? You got money. You want to pay cash for everything. You want to pay cash for everything. Now, if you got that kind of money, the way you can pay cash for a car, you can walk in a dealership and pay cash for a car. You can go to a builder and pay cash for you a house. Hey, more power to you. I ain't got it like that. I need some credit. It ain't helping you. People want you to have credit. Now, you got to have some type of credit. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. That is the topic of conversation. I've given you a lot today. It has been an awesome, man. I tell you, man, my producer, Miss B is in the back producing this show. And I tell you, this hour go quick, man. I get to talking to y'all about some good real life stuff that I'm passionate about. And this hour go quick, man. We down to about 8 more minutes on this thing. Get ready to close it out. So, stay tuned to this live, man. Stay tuned to this broadcast. And my producer, Miss B, man, she will come with next week's conversation, topic of conversation that we will have with real father-daughter talk. It's amazing. This is my second week doing it. If you did not watch last week's broadcast, man, you missed it. It was amazing, and that topic was Daughter, Where's Your Dignity? I mean, we had a good conversation about that last week. So I'm really enjoying this. I'm enjoying having this time to come from a male's perspective, from my perspective, on situations that we're facing with real life every day, and just one more thing, mothers and daughters, fathers and stuff, don't let your kids get you in debt either. That's just something else to put out there that you think about too. You go out there and buy a car for your baby, your boo-boo, who just graduated from high school, and he out there being reckless, or she out there being reckless and speeding and driving and getting tickets and doing stupid stuff and all of that. All of this is a part of life. And don't get me wrong, you do what you want to do with your money. You do what you want to do. I'm just telling you and giving you ideas and scenarios and situations on things that you can do to help better you, and whatever you can do. That's what's up. Whatever you can do for your kids and your family or your loved ones or whoever, do what you can. But don't put yourself in a bad situation trying to help somebody else. Good God Almighty. I like that. See how I be coming up off the top with some things? Don't put yourself in a bad situation financially trying to help somebody else. Let me tell you something. I don't loan people money. I don't do that. All right? I don't do that. Okay? Because I'm not going to let money make us fall out. That's another topic conversation. Somebody asks me for something. If I can give it to them, I'll give it to them. But I'm not going to loan you nothing, because if you don't give my money back, I'm going to be upset. Okay? Don't make me no different. And I'm going to tell you that off the rip. You didn't have to, I didn't have to come and find you to give you my money. You came to me. And this is what I tell people. I didn't find you and ask you, did you need my money? I didn't ask you that. I'm very okay with my money being where my money is. It's me and my wife money. Okay? So if you come to me and you need something, say, hey, I ain't loaning you nothing. I'm going to give you this with the understanding. You see, with the understanding that you're going to give me my money back on Friday when you get paid. I don't want to have to come and look for you. I don't want no excuses. I don't want none of that. I want you to call me, hey, man, here your money back. I appreciate you. Now, if you don't, then it's a lesson learned for me, right? But you better believe, I'm an Aries all day and twice on Sunday. I'm an alpha male. You stick me one time. That's what I'm saying, y'all. You stick me one time. You ain't never got to worry about sticking me no more. You can believe that. Because I wouldn't care what you need. You wouldn't get it from me no more, ever. Not because of what I've given you. It's the principle you didn't keep your word as an adult and give me back what you promised that you don't give me that belong to me. See, I'm just saying, I don't never put myself in a financial situation that's going to cause me harm or cause my wife at home. And let me tell you this. We get ready to close. Let me tell you this. I ain't going to give it to you if I can't afford to. If I can't afford to give it to you, I'm not going to give it to you. If it's going to affect my household, I'm not going to give it to you. I ain't finna let my lights get cut off for you. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Listen, y'all. Listen. This has been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful topic of conversation today. Rebuild you. That's right. You can't afford to give it away, don't give it. You know?
Mm. She said, what if you meet a man with money and don't have any? Do you keep your mouth shut or just make $1 million?
So somebody said, what if you meet a man with money and you don't have any? Do you keep your mouth shut or just make $1 million? What if you meet a man with money and you don't have any? Do you keep your mouth shut or just make $1 million? Right. So wait a minute now. I'm trying to get that. So you meet somebody with $1 million and you ain't got no money. I'm trying to understand what the man with $1 million got to do with you if you ain't got it. Do you ask him? Do you ask him for something in need? Or I don't get that. Because if somebody got $1 million and you don't have no money, then that's not the person. I don't think that's the person's fault with the $1 million. If you ain't got no money, if you don't open your mouth, if you're in need of something and you don't open your mouth, then that situation is on you. Because if I got $1 million and you don't have nothing, those are my $1 million. I need to make that $1 million work for me. But if you in need, you got to open your mouth and say something. You just don't walk around because you got $1 million. You don't walk around and just give it freely. You don't. If you ask me and you need it, then of course I'm going to meet you at your need. Because to me, that's what my God will want me to do. I see you in need. I'm going to meet you at your need. I'm going to give you something. But you got to say something. Now, let me tell you this. Now, wait a minute now. Let me tell you this. Now, on the other side too, y'all, also be mindful that a lot of people are out here hustling and scamming. Let's be mindful of that too. You got to be careful of people that scamming. You got people on the side of the road begging for money just to be begging for money. And then I've seen videos where people have posted people out there begging for money, and then they walk around the corner to the parking lot of McDonald's and they get in a doggone Acura. They get in a Cadillac. They get in a Mercedes Benz. But you over there begging for money like you in bad need. And you ain't in bad need. You out there hustling people. And again, there's good and bad in everything. If you truly, truly in need and I got it, then I don't have a problem. But you have to be mindful and careful because there are a lot of people out here in the world scamming people for money. I remember one time, years and years and years ago, you know, I was in the south side of Atlanta, you know, and there was this man on the side of the road begging. I mean, had this need help, hungry, homeless, you know, and licking his lip out as he looked in my mirror of my car. Really made me feel bad. There I was looking, y'all. Like he was just really had me, just broke my heart. Right? Gave my last $5. My last $5. Right? By the time I get down the street, get back up the street, getting ready to cross and get on the expressway, I seen this joker coming out the liquor store with a bottle. See what I'm saying? Now, I'm touching. I know we over the hour now because this thing done got good. I know we over the hour now. So I did joke. This I did joke in my wonder. Need food, hungry, this and that and the other. Give my last $5. By the time I get down the street, get back up the street, get ready to get on the expressway, I see this joker coming out the liquor store. See him coming out the liquor store. Now I felt some type of way. Felt like he done took my money and everything else. I could have went to the liquor store and bought my own liquor if I wanted to waste $5 on some liquor. People are out here scamming. You got to be careful. You got to be mindful. I remember one time, so after that situation, had another situation. Dude hungry, homeless, right? Hungry, laying on the side of the road. Bruh, can you give me 50 cents, bruh, to get me something to eat? I'm hungry. Can you give me 50 cents to get me something to eat, bruh? I'm hungry. I said, now this after the dude that scammed me out of my $5, so I learned a little bit, right? Now I ain't gonna give you no money. I ain't gonna give you no money. What it is, I go ahead and buy you something to eat. I do that. Now, a few times it don't work. And I tell the manager, I go in the store, hey, this person is hungry, give them a such, and I'm gonna pay for it. But also, do me a favor. Don't let him come back in here and try to bring this food and get no refund. He ain't got no receipt. I got it. Because I've seen that. People go and try to refund the money, get the money back. You buy them something to eat, they hungry, they wait till you walk off, they go back in the store and try to refund the doggone money. People slick. People slick. All right, that worked for me one time. Had another cat, bruh, I'm hungry. Can you give me something to eat? Yeah, I'll buy you something to eat. Ain't finna give you no money. I'll buy you something to eat. Ain't finna give you no money. Oh, no, I don't want it. Boy, I was finna cuss. Because that's how mad it made me then. I mean, tick me off bad. You mean to tell me you gonna come to me, you want something to eat. I'm gonna feed you. I'm gonna buy you something to eat, but I ain't giving you no money. Oh, no, I don't want it then. What? So it kind of changed my perspective a little bit on this whole thing. And the reason I'm saying that is because of an earlier comment of tied in. If you see a millionaire, and you broke and you ain't got no money, do you keep your mouth shut? You see what I'm saying? So there's different other perspectives that I've given you on that one point right now. Yeah, you're a millionaire. I can give you some. But also biblically, the Bible said, God said, I don't mean no harm. I won't offend nobody. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to take, something from what God said in the scriptures. You teach a man how to fish. You teach him how to survive. If I know how to fish, I'm going to teach you how to become a fisherman. I'm going to teach you a craft that's going to help you. You're going to eat forever. You ain't going to never be hungry no more. Right? That's just my perspective on life. I know we done went over an hour, but the thing done got a little good. If you're a millionaire, you see somebody in need, yeah. If you got any kind of morals, if you got any kind of self-respect and morals and anything like that, and if you done ever, listen, let me say this. Unless you hit the lottery and become an instant millionaire, then you should know what it is to struggle. You should know what it is to go through some kind of adversity in life. Now, let me touch on two more points. The thing done got good now. Stay with me, B. I know you're in the background producing this thing, but the thing done got good to me now. So if you just so happen to hit the lottery and become a millionaire, right? Let me help you out. First of all, if you hit it for just $1 million, you still ain't no millionaire because the tax man gonna get his. You can believe that. So you ain't no millionaire no more once Uncle Sam get through with you. So you got to hit for over $1 million. If you regular Joe Blow work every day, you hit the lottery for $2 million. All right. So you walk away with $1.5 million. Government take 5 from you. Whatever. You're a millionaire. Okay. All right. Good for you. Here come all your family. Here come children you ain't never known about. Relatives and all this shit. Get rich quick scheme. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Get rich quick schemes and all these business proposals and all these folk want you to invest in them. I'm just saying, you got to be smart, right? You're a millionaire. Let's touch that, right? So if you don't know how to make that money work for you, you will be broke. Guarantee you. I know people who've hit the lottery, not for millions, but they've hit the lottery for thousands of dollars, maybe 500,000, maybe 250,000. And within a matter of time, they broke. You know why? Because we're not being taught how to manage money. We're not being taught how to manage your finances, how to make money work for you, how to have a multiple stream of income that brings you money in every month. Look at these celebrities. You got a lot of celebrities that own multiple business. If they smart, they own houses, they own restaurants, they invest in beauty salons, because you're going to get old one day. All these tattoos and things you got going on. When you get old, you're 100 years old, ain't nothing more uglier than a wrinkled up 100-year-old person that was all these tattoos when you were younger. I'm just saying. But you gotta you gotta manage your money. You gotta manage your money. You can't go out. That's right, bro. You can't go out spending your money just on bull. You go out and buy. I heard an artist say, they had a lot of money, went out and bought 2. I don't know if they were Lamborghinis or whatever. I listened to this brother. They were Lamborghinis or something he went out and bought 2 on them. You got all this money, you bought 2 Lamborghinis. But a doggone radiator, the thing got 2 or 3 radiators on it, and the radiator went out in the car. Cost more to replace the radiator than just about the car. Think that the young man said he spent $80,000 on a radiator. 80 grand on a radiator in a car. But we ain't thinking about that when we get all this money and you walk around and you're blowing all this money doing dumb stuff, making dumb purchases. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing in life free, y'all. Ain't nothing in life free. I'm here to tell you that. Okay? And if you're a millionaire, If you're a millionaire and you take $1 away from a million, guess what? You're not a millionaire anymore. You got to make that money work for you. If you're a millionaire and the money is not working for you, if you got 100,000, 200,000, 50,000, 20,000, 30,000, whatever, if the money not working for you, if the money not making more money for you, you ain't a millionaire. You gonna be broke. That's a fact, Jack. That's a fact, daughter. You can believe that. Because the money has to make money. Has to be a continuing thing that's making money. And I ain't just saying put it all in no bank either. I ain't agreeing with all that either. You got to make that money work for you. Because the bank ain't going to do nothing but take your money and loan it to me, the poor joker, at a high interest rate and pay you your money back that they making off me. Hello. Hello. So again, you're a millionaire. You see somebody in need. If you got any kind of morals, any kind of anything, you done been through any kind of struggle, yeah, you do what you can to help somebody out. But don't go broke trying to help somebody. Because people will come to you with all these old sad stories and lying to you. My cat needs surgery. My dog lost his eye. All this foolishness. And be lying up a storm. See, which can bring me to my next probably topic of conversation next week. You know, I ain't nothing in life for you. Hey, I'm going to get ready to get off this live. I'm going to get ready to get off this thing. I done went way over my hour. Lord have mercy. I done went way over my hour. Good God Almighty. It has been a pleasure. Hey, man, you guys will join me next Saturday morning, man, at 10:30 a.m. For the next topic of conversation. And I want that to be Ain't Nothing in Life Free. That's what we're going to talk about next Saturday. Ain't nothing in life free. Now, this going to get a little raw and raunchy. Not ghetto raunchy, but I'm going to give it to you real. So let me put the disclaimer out here this week. When you join me next week, ain't nothing in life free. This is, and if I can add just a little bit more to it, what my grandmama used to say, ain't nothing in life free, baby. And this is a save your own beep beep world. This is a save your own behind world. You put the rest of it in there, whatever you want to say. Ain't nothing in life free. This is a save your own behind world. If you don't save your own butt, ain't nobody gonna save it for you. Hey, man, I got to go. It has been a pleasure this Saturday. Join me next Saturday, 10:30 a.m. for topic of conversation, father-daughter talk. Ain't nothing in life free. That's what we're going to talk about next week. And then we'll keep this thing rolling, man. So listen, I'm going to be out. God bless you. May heaven continue to shine upon you. And again, continue to follow us. Follow this link, man, this broadcast. If you like it, you support it. Share it, man. Share it, share it, share it. Send this thing above and abroad to all over the world, man. To all over the world. We want to touch the whole world with this broadcast, man. This is real talk. So listen, I'm going to get ready to be out. It's your boy, Reginald Smith, man. This is real father and daughter talk. Appreciate Ms. B for producing this show, man. I'm going to be out. Peace.